Hey, what's happening? This is 50, this Ice-T, chilling, you know what I'm saying? My first name is Tracy. When I was in high school, I used to read Iceberg Slim's books. And I used to quote him. You know, I started to idolize Iceberg Slim. So my boys used to say some more of that ice stuff, T. Because I didn't allow nobody to call me Tracy because I thought it was a girl's name. To me, it was a girl's name. So they called me Trey. They used to call me Crazy Trey, but then that turned into just Ice-T, short for Iceberg T. Ice-T really is just a cat that came out of LA. You know, had no mother, father, sisters, brothers, aunts or uncles. I was orphaned since the age of 12, and I had to figure my way out in the game. You know, I didn't want to be involved with the gangs. I grew up around the gangs. You know, was affiliated with quite a few gangs in Los Angeles, evolved into different small-time crime, and at some point, rap came along, and I had no other life experiences other than the street life, and I rapped about it. Now you got a new Ice-T because I'm the culmination of the new experiences I've gone through in the entertainment business, in the world, and things I've seen, so, you know, but at heart, I'm just a street cat that's trying to, you know, do the right thing. My mother died when I was in the 3rd grade, and at that time we were living in an area called Summit, New Jersey. And my father died when I was in the 7th grade. I got shipped to Los Angeles to live with my father's sister for the summer. I thought I was just gonna be out there for the summer, and then they sent all my clothes out there, and there I was, stuck in LA. And we were living in a nice area in LA called View Park. And I was bused to a white junior high school, and I still wasn't a problem. Things didn't change for me till I went to high school. When I decided I didn't want to catch the bus, and I ended up going to Crenshaw High School, which was gang infested. And that's when I had a life change. But I wasn't a happy person. I didn't want to be in LA. I didn't know the kids there, and you know, like any other kid that's transplanted, it takes a minute to probably really get involved with the way things move and the way things happen. The only thing good is I was such a young kid living on the East Coast. I really hadn't kicked up much dust either. I was still in, you know, elementary school, junior high. So that's why I claim West Coast, because that's where I really became active. I hadn't busted that many nuts in high school, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't a very experienced sexual cat, and I didn't really know how easy a girl could get pregnant. But when my girl got pregnant, me being an orphan, I wanted her to have the baby. This is just young youth, you don't know. But I just felt like I wanted something that was connected to me. At that time, I was in the streets doing petty crimes, you know, breaking into cars, little bullshit, more like menace type crimes than anything really that you would call something penitentiary worthy. But I decided to try to go in the military. It was an attempt to be able to be responsible. And I did my time, I got an honorable discharge, but I wasn't really prepared for what was happening in LA when I came home. When I came home, now my boys were criminals. You know, they were like, yo, this is what we doing right now. We robbing jewelry stores, you know, we connect with the right chicks, get them connected, we rolling out, we putting down moves, you know, and I just started rolling with my neighborhood, you know, which was a very elite group of hustlers in LA out of the 40s, and some really dangerous bitches, you know what I'm saying? So we went out and we kind of wreaked havoc all over the country. We would leave the state. We found out that if we got out of the state, the only person that could chase us was the FBI. So we would travel all over and rob jewelry stores, among other things. Pimp lifestyle was brought to me by a brother who was pimping at the time and used to always get at me and say, nigga, you cut for this. You know, you got that long hair, you got them light eyes, you don't seem too fascinated with women. And basically connected me with some chicks that was working with him. He had a bunch of hoes and basically, you know, had me rolling, picking up girls, dropping them off, things of that nature. And eventually I got chose. And you know, it's pimping, you know what I'm saying? Pimping is nothing more than having a woman bring you the proceeds from prostitution. There's only two roles in life. It's the worker and the workee, the person that works for you or the person that has you work, you know? So you gotta understand, either you're a pimp or you're a hoe. Like I'm a hoe for NBC. In business, you're being judged on what you bring in. And as a hoe, they're being judged on what they bring in. Like I say, you never treat a hoe better than the money they bringing in. If I'm in Warner Brothers and I'm selling gold records, they might be trading me good. But if Prince walks in, they about to throw me the fuck out the door and adjust the pimping. You understand? So I think really I'm more like teaching hoes, like, yo, just don't get yourself confused and think you're a pimp. I've been out of my relationship with Ice's moms for 2 years. And I was single, and I wasn't even having as much fun as you expect being single. You know, I'd been single before, but I wasn't Ice-T. And once I became single as Ice-T, I realized I was a target. I didn't realize that chicks are so money hungry and scandalous, and I didn't really like it. And then I wasn't really into just fucking around with girls, because it always ended up in drama. My boys had shot a video in LA, and I didn't even want to be in a video, but it was my boys. I came out to the video, and I was grumpy. My partner, Ricky Riccaro, seen Coco in the bathroom. Now, she was a model on the set, you know? So I'm like, minding my business. So this pimping, he said, this is what's gonna cheer Ice up. But so he turns me around, and she's really close to me. And God be the witness, I seen her teeth. As a man, I'm not gonna look right at her titties. I'm gonna try to keep it right. But she had these little pretty teeth, and I'm like, damn, this is nice. And then I seen her titties, it's like, God damn, right? And so then, but I contained myself. And then I was like, okay, how you doing? Blah. When she walked off, I seen she had an ass. I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, what the fuck was that? I've been watching Sharon Osbourne on television. I was like looking at her and Ozzy in that mansion. I'm like, would this nigga even have a house if it wasn't for her? So I'm following her, and I'm like, I need that in my life. I've already played single, I'm ready. Oh, that's not really hard. That's not really hard. You just gotta marry the right person. You know, if you meet the right person, it just turns you the fuck on. You know, you might say, baby, I want you to come in here in some oil and some fucking figure skates, bitch. That's gonna work for me. You dig? And if she says, not a problem, you know, whatever the fuck it is, you guys are gonna have good sex. My biggest accomplishment is transition from the streets. Just leaving that attitude and that stuff behind and getting over here into this other world. No, I've trained myself to not feel that every ounce of disrespect deserves reprimand. You know, sometimes people gotta say something, you just gotta let it ride. You know, you can't go in, you know. I'm happier now, man. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, I've been very fortunate, and I've dealt with all types of different elements of life. And as a life lessons I've known, the most dangerous niggas are the nicest niggas that just really want to be nice, man. And you fucking with them. And then they just get pissed. You dig? The nigga that's running around acting tough all the time, he's got issues with his self-esteem and shit like that. And them niggas get bodied like every afternoon. You know, it's the nigga that'll sit up and laugh with you and show you the picture of his kids, and then take a dinner fork and pull your fucking eye out of your head and then finish his meal. Them niggas, watch them. So I'm more or less like I'm a pussy. Leave me alone. I don't want no problems. I just want to play Xbox. 10 years ago, I used to listen to rappers flow, talking about the way they rocked the mic at the disco. I liked how that shit was going down. Dreamt about ripping the mic with my own sound. Nothing but respect to everybody out there that followed me, my 25 years in the game. I'm proud to see it. You know, to me, 50 Cent is the last gangster rapper. I think he's the last one to do it correctly. And we closed the door on that chapter. If I opened the door, I think 50 Cent closed it. You youngster niggas that's out there trying to do this, man, be careful, man. Because it's a rough, rugged road, man. And hopefully you'll make it to the green pastures like I did. Until then, protect your neck.